Yo! Today we're looking at a game called Prospector. This is a game similar to Factorio or Satisfactory, where you resource management and you build a system to extract all the resources, build, and have a self-sustaining system. Here we are landing on the planet, hopping out of our ship, taking a little break while we figure out our bearings. Down below you see a B, C, and R. Build, construct, and repair maybe? Don't exactly recall. You start off with almost nothing. You have your little wand thing. You can use that to mine, but also you can use that to attack. Right now they're asking for 34 berries. At least that's what they look like, is berries. I don't know what they are actually. So we're off looking for our berries. There are some apples there, or apple bush, heart berries. There's these little crab guys everywhere. They're pretty easy to kill, but sometimes there's a lot of them. As you can see at the bottom, my energy is going down. Once your energy reaches 0, then you can't continue to get resources or battle. So you gotta run back to your home ship and recharge. There we are, recharging. You can also go inside the spaceship, and I think you recharge a tiny bit faster. It's not a huge difference, but I think there is a difference. These graphics I really enjoyed. They're cartoony and fresh and fun to look at. So the berries you pretty much get from anything. You can mine anything and get them. Yeah, looks like we got enough, so we're gonna head back to the spaceship, recharge, and start to craft. %, so we're ready to roll. Oh, it looks like we're gonna pick up a few more berries. Or not, we'll pick up a lot more berries. Alright, so I press C, and these are two options. Supply line. Supply line is just to connect, it's like a power line basically. So we found out our backpack was full. We had to figure that one out. Not sure what I was doing here. Had to take a quick snooze. Then I went over to blueprints. And then R is your backpack, I guess. We had these, so we decided to eat them. Open up a spot. There, we got our things on now. Then we're supposed to put the poles in the ground, but we gotta add them to the quick slot. This is your building menu. We just decided to do a little square. And you can see the flow of the power. You start off with a limited amount of power, but you can build solar and wind. Maybe others, but that's what I had at first. Picking up some more blueberries so we can build a muffle furnace. And then we have to power that. That was one thing I didn't like, was how quickly the wand runs out of power. Hopefully you can upgrade that or do something to make it better. Wind turbine, muffle furnace. Then in the middle of that you got a cargo box. I'm curious now that I'm looking at the footage if you can add more power lines further out to expand your area. Because I was starting to run out of space. There we go. We got our muffle furnace hooked up. But it needs power. And we also got our storage bay here. That doesn't need power. But you see the little power indicator there on the right of the machine. So power router. Maybe that would be your power line and not the other one. The one's a power pole and then power line. So we were trying to figure out the power line after we crafted it. Couple more to build. One more. And we got a few of them. Yeah, you're just gonna run it kind of like Sims or other management games. You can get rid of those lines that you're seeing there, but I left them on most of the time. So once you get that up and running, you can make bricks for building, and I think maybe selling as well. Because later we'll build a machine where you can exchange things on a marketplace and make cash. And then with that cash you can buy stuff. Had these little wispy things over here. Or that's like a mushroom thing, but that just gave me blueberries. These things gave me like a cotton-like substance. Back at the base. Crafted a few more of these nuggets. Herbarkium ingot. We were still trying to figure it all out. We found the exporter. We need some herbarkium and some green mineral. Couldn't pick that up because our backpack was full, so we went over to the storage compartment and threw some stuff in there. I was a little disappointed with that storage compartment because it was not very large compared to how large it looks in the picture. Wasn't much bigger than my backpack. These little rocks give you the green mineral. Then there's another green rock that gives you a different one. It's got like yellow specks in it. I found another piece of the ship, so I decided to check it out. Looks like it gave me some ingots. Apparently even in space, you still need plastic. Then we decided to build the exporter. We threw it over here. You place it, and then you gotta laser it to construct it. So whenever you place something, it'll say, "Laser me, baby." And then when you laser, it's like, oh yeah. Then it gives you that satisfying sound, and this is the market thing that you ship stuff out on. A little robot flies up and takes it away. Some more of these crab guys. They do get a little annoying the further you get. I'm sure there are other creatures, but this is all that I ran into, unfortunately. And it looks like they will follow you all the way back to your base. Though they're not very fast, so you can outrun them. Robot's back. Delivered me some resources. Now I got some cash. Now we need Uskium and Caracolbite. We decided to just look around and mine stuff. See what we get. See, there's that green one with the rocks on it. So you don't just get the green mineral, you get the green mineral with blue dots in it. See, it goes up pretty fast when you're sitting in the building. Throughout the video, I was still trying to figure things out here and there. Pretty basic layout. Just gonna use that as a storage locker and keep it full. We decided to build a new one as soon as we could, which we could do right now since we had just put that resource away. Put it right next to the other one. We said laser and it hit the machine. At this point I was pretty hungry, so I decided to eat some berries. I assume the further you get away from the base, the more varied the resources will be. Found another piece of the ship, and we got some ingots. These little haystacks, I thought you must be able to do something with them, but I never figured out what. My oxygen started to get low, so I headed back. Realized we needed more berries, so we decided to hit these trees. The lasering sometimes can be a little weird, where it misses the rock, but generally it's alright. Lasered it up and built the machine. I think this is the one where you buy stuff. So I go up to the machine. But first we needed to power it. But again, we needed more blueberries. Mostly on these trees is where I had the most difficult time keeping the laser on site. So we got her powered up, and we found we could buy a sheet press, collector bot, but we didn't have enough for that. A logistics bot, optical table, fabricator, mineral extractor, and oxygen pump. Then also a terraformer, gas collector, and Telsa coil. Not Tesla, but a Telsa coil turret. Tesla's long lost weapon. So at that point, we told ourselves we need to make some cash. So we decided to do a little resource management. See what we can put together to make some cash. Eventually I went up north, and there was another resource that I hadn't seen before. But before we did that, we wanted to heal up. Or recharge, rather. The blueberries is something you just need a lot of in general. So it's a good thing to stock up with. We saw that we could put together a wind turbine, though it wasn't necessary yet. We had built most of what we could. Now we just needed to buy stuff in order to build new stuff. There's a yellow rock that we didn't have much of. Then also a pink rock. A great giant one. All healed up. Went back out there. Decided to check if we could turn anything in. This was one we could. Or we thought we could, but we couldn't. Decided to go grab our resources and see if we can sell them to the machine. There was one we could sell, so we sent the robot away. Now that we had a little bit better hang in the game, we decided to mine this giant rock here. This was a new resource for us. The crabs didn't really like that I was hitting the rock, so they decided to attack. Don't think I ever died in this game, but I am curious to know what happens. So I went inside the ship to see if he would come up to it. I didn't quite get to find out what he would do. We sent the robot off again, selling some more stuff. We had only mined around a quarter of that rock, so it was going to be a long mine on that one. The robot came back and brought us some cash. Checking it again to see if we had anything else to sell. Looks like we did have one. So we sent the robot off again. We had quite a bit of that yellow rock there. Back to mining. Guess we were closer than I thought. Thought it would take longer to get all that. We had just about ran out of the easy stuff. But we still had a few more we could have grabbed if we wanted to. Decided to see what we could buy with our cash. Like the collector bot was available, so we bought it. After we did that, had a little trouble figuring out what we were supposed to do with the bot. At the time, I don't think I figured out what I was supposed to do with it. At that point, we realized we needed a Caravite sheet, so we bought the sheet press. We needed some ore to do that. Went over to the ore machine, and then walked away. Didn't really seem to be a difference other than the darkness as to what you ran into out there. That might differ the further you get out, but from my experience, it was the same stuff. Our oxygen started to get low, so we ran back. We had quite a bit of cotton now, and a decent amount of resources. With the sheet press, we needed to make a GlakoBlako ingot. So we grabbed our ore and ran over to the ingot machine, or the furnace. For a minute we couldn't figure out how to go back and look at the ores. Thought maybe that button. And we figured it out. So I made quite a few of these. At least for a first time anyway. Now that we had that, we could make the sheet machine. So we grabbed our other ingot and got ready to do that. Sheet press. Looking at the sheet press, we could make 3 sheets. Plastic sheet, GlakoBlako sheet, and a Horokium sheet. So we decided to make one of each. Didn't have enough room for that though. Then we realized we knocked one of the power supplies loose. So we put it back. Decided to use this storage compartment as the plate store. We had enough to make the robot now. So we put the robot down. About right there. He didn't have quite enough power, so then we had to build some wind turbines. But we needed to gather some more resources, so we headed back out. This has been Prospector, a resource management game where you battle hermit crabs. Check out the game below via the link in the description. Figured that was as good a place as any. Now we had our little robot powered up. We figured we'd add another wind turbine. But first we needed to gather some resources. Thanks for watching the video. Check out some of my other videos where I play RPGs, indie games, and oddball games. See you in the next one. We decided to make some more power lines, but I'm not really sure why we did that. When we would interact with the robot, though, he wouldn't go out on a mission for some reason. Not sure exactly what was going on there. We thought maybe it was that it needed a logistics spot.